guys, it's 21 Maxwell here, and welcome to episode 5 of TNA Making an Impact, where we try and turn TNA good again. So, first pay-per-view of the new series, so I'm not really sure what to expect, but we get a good rating, good buys in terms of pay-per-view revenue. I'm just really looking to see how many questions this answers. You know, it's like how much money are we going to have? Are we going to in a position where we can attract bigger names? It's really just having this show happen and then really seeing where we can go from here, giving ourselves a better indication of if it's going to be building talents from the ground up, or if we're allowed to bring in some better name talents, bigger name talents, and then building stars off the back of them. So a lot to really see what happens here, but we have 18 segments on this show, taking up 157 minutes. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hopefully it gives you a little idea where we're going towards. But as I say, a lot will be determined more so in the next couple of weeks. As always, guys, thanks for watching and I hope you enjoy this pay-per-view. So we're only on DirecTV, so only America will see this pay-per-view. But it's a sold out 6,000 people, so that's going to be a good attendance here, a good bit of money in at the wireless amphitheatre. So we're introduced to the pay-per-view with an intro package for tonight's event, followed by some minor pyro because we're TNA and we don't have a lot of money. We then head to your announce team for this evening, which is Mike Tenay and Josh Matthews. Josh Matthews says, "Hello everyone and welcome to TNA Lockdown, a night which promises to be something special, Professor." Mike Tenay says, "That's right, Josh. Tonight we will see all 4 titles on the line, including a triple threat match between the champion Drew Galloway and the Brothers at War, Jeff and Matt Hardy." Josh says, "Yes, Mike, that's right. Plus the added match with mega importance. The owner of the company could be gone tonight. As if EC3 defeats Tyrus in tonight's cage match, then Dixie Carter is gone from TNA. And if he doesn't, he can never challenge for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship ever again." Mike Tenay says, "All this and more. Let's get straight to the action for our opening contest. So at D42, I'm going to put all that blame on Josh Matthews because he's horrible. Don't know him in real life, so none of this is on Mike Tenay. This is all on Josh Matthews. No worker improvements. Negatives worth it. No negatives there, so pretty decent, but just blame Josh Matthews. Our opening contest, a bout that has some decent wrestling but didn't have much heat. The Decays, Abyss and Crazy Steve defeat the American Wolves of Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards in 12:37 when Abyss defeats Davey Richards by pinfall with a black hole slam after Rosemary interfered. The Decay make defence number 1 of their TNA World Tag Team titles, with Crazy Steve being the weak link, struggling to keep up with everyone else's in-ring performance. A C-57, not too bad for our opener. I will say, I didn't want to take the title straight off the Decay, and I feel like, although there's a big difference in overness between Steve and Abyss, we can build Steve up. Abyss and Rosemary are an awkward pairing. They have no chemistry whatsoever. Abyss suffered a breast contusion. Okay. We'll see how long that takes him out for. He got the crowd hotter. Eddie Edwards has an in-ring performance of 59, Davey Richards 63, 31 for Steve, and 62 for Abyss. Continues the storyline. What I will say is that injury could possibly see plans change, but we can only find out how long Abyss will be missing for. So I'm enjoying that in this year's TW. A lot more injuries, but looking at WWE right now, it's completely realistic. Abyss is improving his performance skills. There are a few negatives there, mostly for Abyss, but I'm sure we can work on that. It's just Pat Kenny letting us know. A quick highlight package on the international sensation Shibata. This package basically details his path of destruction so far in TNA. So again, just giving him a good stage on pay-per-view, hopefully getting him some overness. So E22, E-22, pretty short, but again, just giving that stage to Shibata. And his match had subpar wrestling and little heat, but he again squashes DJ Zema Ion in 6:41 by pinfall. D45, Zema Ion's not suited to his gimmick, he only got 39. Shibata gets the 46, but overall, again, just build him up slowly. Zema Ion improves his technical skills, and the only negatives was chemistry for Zemayon and the announce team's experience. Next up, the international superstar who is going to be challenging Trevor Lee is Ricochet, and in a bout that had subpar wrestling and little heat, Ricochet does defeat Trevor Lee in 12:43 with a standing shooting star press. Ricochet wins the TNA X Division Championship. T44, Ricochet debuts a fan favourite gimmick, which got an initial rating of below average, which is quite poor. It didn't lift the crowd because we were already hot, which I was surprised at. I thought the Shibata match would maybe drop its, the crowd's reaction, but that's good. Ricochet with a 50, Trevor Lee with a 29, continues the storyline. Basically here, Trevor Lee's overness we really need to work on, so I felt signing Ricochet as somebody who could come in, take the X Division up a little bit in prestige, and then Trevor Lee we can build up over time. He's still young, so there's plenty of time, and he'll be a key player hopefully for a lot of this series. No skill improvements though, negatives, couple there for Trevor Lee, 2 there for Ricochet as well. I promise we'll try and use them better than last year's TNA series. He's done it. The debuting Ricochet has arrived in TNA and he has won the TNA X Division Championship. He gets the title off the official and lifts it above his head. He poses camera side while Trevor Lee heads to the back. The crowd is cheering on Ricochet and he is milking it in. He's posing up in the top turnbuckle and pointing at himself and then the belt and saying he's the man who has came to TNA to save the X Division. D41, no worker improvements there. Bonus for high morale. So TNA morale is high. Next up, another hype video because TNA needs a miracle. So a short video again highlighting Mike Bennett's impending arrival. D29, again just giving him the stage of the pay-per-view, similar to Shibata, to try and get some overness. We then have a backstage promo with Eli Drake just moments before his match with James Storm tonight. So tonight at Lockdown, I give that dummy James Storm his chance of redemption. James Storm pleaded with me to give him a rematch, and after careful consideration, I thought why not embarrass this old timer again on a global stage. I have nothing to prove, and all I will show you is that James Storm is past it. He's the past generation, and right now is the Eli Drake generation. So E plus 35, good promo there. Another guy who a lot of upside to him. Gonna have to build him up. It continues their storyline, and only negative was the announce team. So again, just one of those ones. He's not over, so some of these segments are going to flop as well, but we can build them up. The match itself much better than the last bout, and a bout that had some subpar wrestling and little heat. James Storm does defeat Eli Drake in 10 minutes and 11 by pinfall with a super kick. D plus 50. The last match got a 39, so this is a big improvement. The match got the crowd hotter. James Storm with an in-ring performance of 53, Eli Drake with a 32. Continues their storyline. No skill improvements. And the negatives, just the declining physical ability of the cowboy James Storm plus the announce team. We then have a small hype video for the Lockdown match as EC3 battles Tyrus. EC3 wins, Dixie Carter is gone from TNA, and if Tyrus wins then EC3 can never get a title shot ever again. Continues the storyline and is an E plus 35. And as everyone expected in a decent match, EC3 defeats Tyrus in a cage match in 15 minutes and 18 when EC3 escaped the cage. C62, great chemistry and that showed in their performance. I didn't know that, so that's interesting. I might keep this feud going. EC3 is not suited to his gimmick, so I may look to alter that. In-ring performance is 67 for EC3, Tyrus 46, and the control of the company storyline has advanced. Tyrus is improving technical skills, which is good, and negatives there, the stamina of both guys, but overall a good performance. Much better than anticipated, which is why I put it as low down in the card. It's all over and EC3 has defeated Tyrus in a brutal cage match, which means that Dixie Carter is gone from TNA. Tyrus gets up and leaves the cage and Dixie slaps him, which angers him and makes him walk to the back while EC3 gets a mic. "Oh Dixie, it's time. You are finally gone and finally we can make this company great again. So with it being such a joyous occasion, why don't we celebrate your departure with a little sing-song, to which EC3 starts off, na 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 na, na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye. She screams no while security comes from the back and grabs her and takes her to the back. Dixie Carter is gone from TNA. And a little note there saying, thank God. Now I will say, her contract actually is only 3 months in this game, so she's pretty much running out her contract shortly. Where does this storyline go from here? Well, something interesting is going to happen on Impact. What? C plus 69 continues the storyline. EC3 is not suited to his gimmick. Again, we can look at that, and no skill improvements. But overall, pretty good there from EC3. Next up in a match that had decent wrestling but didn't have much heat, Gail Kim defeats Jade and Madison Rayne in 12:42 when Gail Kim defeated Madison Rayne by pinfall while using the ropes for leverage. That wasn't the way it was meant to be booked, but Gail Kim wins the title anyway. Basically, the plan was Sienna was meant to cost Jade, and then the flash pinfall for Gail Kim on Madison Rayne. So then it keeps Jade kind of strong because it's her friend who's cost her the match, and Madison takes a pinfall. But Jade was the weak link. She was struggling to keep up everyone's in-ring performance. Again, that's just a case of starting the series with low overness. She's obviously someone I'm going to build up massively. Mia Yim is a hell of a talent, so we'll definitely look to that. But Gail Kim is going to get solid ratings. We need to make sure we're gaining pop every show to make money, so that's why we're going with the more experienced hand here. But D plus 52, Gail Kim 56, Jade 36, Madison Rayne pretty good 51 continues the storyline. No skill improvements to speak of in this instance, negatives, low experience, and the storyline heat. It's all over, and after a miscommunication between Sienna and Jade, Gail Kim scores a pinfall victory over Madison Rayne, and she is once again the TNA Knockouts champion. She poses in-ring with the belt, while Sienna helps Jade to the back, and Madison is still down. So again, just a little angle there showing that Gail Kim's the champ, and she's milking the applause. So 2 title changes so far. How will it go in our main event? But that was a D plus 51. We now have some words from the TNA Impact World Heavyweight Champion Drew Galloway. He says, tonight Drew Galloway does what he does best. I fight. I show the world that this is where talent well and truly shines. I will show everyone just how goddamn good I am. Now, as far as the Hardys go, they're 2 world-class athletes in their own right. They're pretty much legends. But their family feud is getting in my way. So if I have to go through both of them to retain my title, then you better believe I am going to do so. So Drew is putting out a little warning there, and he finishes by saying, This is Galloway's time. So at D44, Drew's already looking stale. So I think we might need to look to changing his character up. I'm not going to turn him heel, because that's not the way it's not a solution for everything. So we'll keep him as a babyface, and we'll look to change things elsewhere. Little gimmick change. But with the short hype video for it, which is a C-53, which just hypes up the fact that this is a feud that's been going on for this month. And the match itself, in a decent match, Drew Galloway defeats Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy in 18 minutes and 54 when Drew Galloway defeated Matt Hardy by pinfall with the Future Shock DDT. Drew makes number 1 defense for the title. Jeff carried the match in terms of in-ring performance. I'd probably say just almost over. But C-56, Drew off his game. Drew going with a 49 rating. Jeff with 64, Matt with 51. Brothers Championship storyline continues. It's one of these ones where again the champion isn't the most over guy in the world, so we're going to have to work and get Drew over. That's definitely something I'll look to do. No skill improvements in the dirt sheet. A few negatives for Matt, a few negatives for Drew. Just holding back on Jeff's part. Again, booking decisions is a negative because obviously the overness difference between Jeff Hardy and Drew Galloway. Interesting, Drew's portraying a babyface. I think he's done okay in his runs in TNA and ICW at times as babyface, but if it comes to worse, we'll trigger a heel turn, which I don't particularly want to do, but if it means better ratings, we'll go for it. But we finished the show while Drew is celebrating in a ring. The Hardys have bumped into each other on the ramp, and Matt swings for Jeff. Jeff counters with a right of his own before both men are just laying into each other with punches. This leads to referees and senior officials rushing out to the top of the entrance ramp to try and separate the battling brothers. They manage to do so before Jeff escapes and gets some hits in on Matt before officials separate them again and drag Matt to the back. This rivalry is far from over, so I see 61 to finish the show. I felt as Drew ending the show, maybe give it a low rating, so decided to go with this. Drew was very underwhelming, Matt was underwhelming, and Jeff came across well. So now, moment of truth time. We get a C-54, that's good. The feeling we don't have enough interesting storylines, I'm thinking the title storyline, in terms of heat, would have been a little bit under what we needed. But we still increased our popularity in 20 regions, which I'm believing would be in the US and Canada, because we're only on DirecTV, so not the end of the world. That's the two markets we have to target at the moment. But I think in terms of who we're going to give props to, two men, one maybe a surprise, and it is going to be EC3 and Tyrus. So both of them done perfect there. EC3 seemed pleased, Tyrus seemed pleased. We'll have a wee look over everything. But see, at this moment in time, it's just getting the pop up, getting the importance up, and getting money, basically. So sometimes the shows won't be the greatest, but that's what we need to work on at the moment. So let's do a little roundup then. Let's see, Lockdown report was decent, hardly spectacular. Abyss is injured. We'll not be taking time off, so work for the pain, that's not too bad. ICW have got to deal with challenge. There's one of our new signings that will be joining shortly, Sami Callihan, so you've got an exclusive deal here. We'll change up his name possibly and a few other things before he debuts. No, I've made a contract offer to Elijah Burke. I'll need to check. Well, I'm not really going to use Elijah Burke, so that's cool. Fine. A 1.00. That's not actually horrible. That's pretty respectable for TNA. And we made 500k profit. We've pretty much gained 50% of our budget, so that is massive. In terms of going forward, I think we can definitely look at a few signings coming in then and written deals. If that's the case, that's very positive news. Actually, I was expecting us maybe just to break even, but I'm delighted at that. So a few things I'm going to check. I'll sort Sami Callihan and stuff out post-stream, post-video. So we're up at 48, so we can keep improving that and get away from the lower cult level. That'll be stage 1. The second thing I need to do is the injury, which is 4 days. He might actually be fine for the next show. But if I go to broadcasting, they've made a little bit of mess with losing the deal on Nippon, and for some reason signing a deal. But it might have been a pay-per-view deal. I can't remember. Some deal I'd made a mess of anyway. But basically, what we need to do is make sure the likes of Direct. Yep. So this is the one that was worrying me. DirecTV will not negotiate with us. Wouldn't even negotiate with WWE. My WWE said so. You have 56 days to ride this out. So I might do an early pay-per-view for which would be July, so we can fit 2 pay-per-views in. But then we'll be using the likes of they won't negotiate with us, and Demand will negotiate with us, so that's not bad. We've got them for Canada and America, so we'll still have some sort of coverage, so that's good. We just lose Mexico. We'll have that on medium then for there. So they're not going to speak to us, so that's cool. It's kind of looking on these and seeing who's going to take us for certain things. It's all about the learning process of TW, but hopefully if we can keep that at a decent level, we can keep doing a lot of other things, and then hopefully just keep making money, and hopefully the company will be okay. So it's a bit of an awkward start, but now we know the financial situation, we can take a few more risks, a few more gambles, and start really beefing up the roster with a bit more. I don't want to say like TNA in 2010, but bringing in some more known talent so we can really push to that next level. I don't particularly like the roster in TNA at the moment, not because it's not good, but it's just it's not the roster I kind of watched, so we may see a lot of alterations to that. I mean, no offence to the likes of the former Sylvester Lefort and Marcus Louis, I'm not going to tune in and watch TNA for them, so their opportunities may be limited in this save, but other talents will come in, and hopefully, you know, there's going to be so many TNA saves out here that you really want to take your company a completely different way from everyone else's. So someone else may have a TNA save, sign such and such. I want to go completely other way, but at the same time try and make the company as successful as possible. But that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed the first pay-per-view. We'll be back next time with the first episode of Impact for May. Our next pay-per-view is the second week of May. I'm going to change that and make it the third week of May. 56 days. I think we'll keep it in the second week of May, so it's going to be 2 weeks build, because I want to try and bring Slammiversary there from June the 4th week, try and make that the second or first week to fit in with that pay-per-view deal, so we can get as many eyes watching that as possible, and make a lot of money before we go to lesser pay-per-view providers. As I say, guys, thank you for watching. It's been deeply appreciated. If you enjoyed the episode, don't be afraid to like. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that sub button. All these videos will drop in your inbox every Tuesday and Friday. If you get any comments on the series, please put them in the comments section below. Even if it is just TNA you're managing yourself in TW, let me know how your save's going. But of course, if you're reading this on Reddit, don't be afraid to post up in the Reddit post. I'm always going to be on Reddit, and I'll happily reply back to stuff on that. Same if it's on the Grey Dog Software website, on the forums. If even a little post in my little topic page, let me know. I'll get straight back to you on that. As I say, I'm lurking on both sites all the time, reading stuff, seeing how other people are getting on, learning about the game, and stuff like that. I say thank you for watching, guys. It's deeply appreciated. Keep playing the game, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.